Hey, my lovers, we're gonna take a look at a guitar that I really love, the Epiphone Casino Coupe. Now, we'll go over the reasons why I love this, and a few of its features, and kind of an overall evaluation, little sound test, and all that. Okay, so this is a smaller version of the Epiphone Casino, the legendary model, the one you see John Lennon playing on the rooftop, except for this one's a goofy blue color. It's an aqua color instead of the natural or tobacco burst, which is another one I like, the tobacco. It also comes in a cherry red. So we'll start at the top. Pretty standard tuners. It's like a vintage style. And they're okay. Can't complain. Not bad, not great, just good. The nut, I actually think that the nut is pretty nice. It's cut well. I have 11 gauge strings on the low end, so it's slightly thicker than what came stock, which is the 10s. The neck, you see the trapezoid neck. Very, very lovely. The trapezoid inlay. I do love that. Neck is pretty flat. 12-inch radius. To me, it feels like the Les Paul neck, you know, like a neck on a Les Paul. You know, I never connect with Les Pauls, honestly, and so these are my substitute. 335s and hollow bodies with wings. I tend to like I think, you know, when I tried the Gibson Les Pauls, I always felt I'm really into lightweight guitars, and, you know, this being hollow is one of the reasons that I like it. Makes it very light, the feel of it very awesome. I love lightweight guitars, and I just think it looks cool. It's one of my first rules of guitars is if it looks cool, then you should probably check out more of its specs to see if it's actually able to play very well. We got the trapeze tailpiece, the floating tailpiece, so it's not connected to the body. That gives it resonate. It makes it resonate a little differently to me. It has almost like what I would consider a woody kind of resonance to it, which is good for jazz styles and low output types of music. Maybe light distortion in that, because this is completely hollow. There's no block in the middle, so it's going to feed back even more than the 339 Epiphone or the Sheraton or something that has a block in the middle. The block will make it heavier, but it makes it so that it can handle higher gain music. This, I would advise playing music that is not super high in gain, so things like metal. You're probably going to have a hard time controlling the gain levels if you crank it too much, again, because it's completely hollow. Four-way selectors, I kind of look at this as the Les Paul configuration. The bridge is fine, seems nice to hold up. The Epiphone little pick guard, I do like that. I think it looks cool. To me, I think it's sweet. I love Epiphones, and they got a sweet history as far as electric guitars go, so to me that is a badge of honor. And three-way selector, and the neck, pretty smooth, very comfortable to play, very comfortable to go up and down the neck. And what else would I have to say about this? The finish of the guitar is pretty nice, honestly. I've had this for a few years now, and I wasn't making videos when I got it. You can see the jack there. That's a nice jack to me. It has really stayed in place. The binding looks really cool. I mean, it looks really good. It's not really any flaws on this that I can see. It's made in China, and it's really lovely guitar. Maybe the F-holes, I don't know. I think the F-holes look pretty cool too. They're not like bound or anything, but they look fine. So a really beautiful looking guitar. The price of this, when I got it on Reverb, brand new, got it shipped to me with free shipping, $4.99. They add tax to that, so probably in the range of $5.50 or something. I really don't remember fully, but it's $4.99, and then they add tax. And overall, I'd say for the value, It's a unique guitar because not a lot of guitars are fully hollow. Most guitars with F holes will have some block of wood on it. So there's not a lot of models that are just fully hollow like this. There's the Gibson 330s. And if you can think of any like mass-produced fully hollow guitars, please get in the comment section and educate me. But to my knowledge, I think there definitely isn't many, but if you know any that's completely hollow, again, like I said, get in the comment section. I'd love to research that. So the one issue that I did have with this guitar, and I used to own an Epiphone Sheraton, and I had the same issues, is that the fit, the finish, the feel, amazing. The pickups, not lovely. Now, over the years, I've come to realize that it's not the high output that I'm looking for in a pickup, it's the articulation. It's the overtones that sound like nice, having a nice principled note sound. Because my theory is if you have low output pickups which have a nice high gain amp, or you can push it through the amp, then you can get a nice dynamic sound. You get more dynamic range, I feel, when you get lower output pickups, and that's what these are. They're wound a little bit lower. I tend to, over the years, again, I've tend to realize I like the 50s winds where it's not super hot. It's like, yeah, just a nice, because it gets nice clean tones. I really love it when it can get clean, because I love to attempt to play like jazzy kind of sounds on this, and some types of like jazzy kind of swinging blues and stuff like that. So it's nice to have the P90s, because the P90s they do have a kind of a punchy sound to them, and they can sound really nice when they're overdriven, and they respond well to overdrive, so you don't even need a ton of overdrive to like make it sound really nice. And so these pickups are Wolf Tone pickups. This is a local pickup maker. I'll put the details in the description. But anyway, also one thing to notice about these two pickups is that they are different sizes and different pole pieces spacing. So if you are changing the pickups, just make sure that not all Dogear P90s, which is what these are called, they're Dogear P90s as opposed to the P90s that are just rectangular shape. Just make sure that you specify it's for the Casino, because they do have slightly specific dimensions between the neck and the bridge pickups. So there's a bunch of companies that are starting to catch on to that, and so it's pretty common knowledge between pickup makers. But you just really want to specify when you're looking for your change of pickups that it's specifically will fit the Casinos. So yeah, listen to some sound tests and see how you're feeling about it. And like I said, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. Overall, for the $4.99, I think it's a great value, just because it just has an iconic look, and it's, there's just not a lot of guitars like this, and then this like aqua green color, you know what I mean? So if you're playing at the show, you can be really flashy on stage. But I'm super pleased with it so far. Oh, you know what? Actually, as I noticed, there's like a slight little, I don't know if you'll ever be able to see it, but there's a slight little bit of imperfection somewhere there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like kind of, you can see it in certain lights down at the 12th fret. I don't know if the camera can pick it out. I don't know. I mean, it's not something, it's like kind of almost like a paint bubble. But that's pretty much what I found on it. Other than that, very beautiful. Listen to some sound tests. Here we go.